Good evening, Big Brother fans. Where do we even start with the mess that was tonight's episode? I'm just going to start out right now. If you are a fan of Jesse, I will invite you to leave because there will not be very many good things that I'm going to say. In fact, I don't think there's going to be anything good I'm going to say about him, so please just exit. And it's not because I'm jealous, and I just call shots the way I see them. This is not someone I would personally become friends with in real life. He is immature, even though he claims he isn't. He said that people were telling him that he was a body without a brain. And he proved them wrong by winning this last HOH. But now, if I'm not mistaken, was it not one of those consensus ones where you didn't have to vote the way you wanted to vote? You had to vote the way the entire contestants voted, you know, so it was like a popular vote. So how do you have to be smart in order to win something like that, you know? Yeah, I'm just having issues. Everything that he said. Oh boy. Did you notice when he did get his room that all of the pictures were all of him with guys? He's so into himself. It's just it's kind of scary. It really is. And yeah. Okay, so let's move on for just half a second. I liked that Dan was open enough to talk to Steven about homosexuality and to try to understand it a little bit better, and as he called it, getting an education. I think that's wonderful because, you know, given that he is teaching at a Catholic school, I can only assume that he is Catholic, and you know, with the beliefs and whatnot. So I thought that was very nice for him to even want to begin to understand it. That was very nice. Let's see. I think that Steven truly called Jesse's game when he was in the diary room. He said that Jesse is so sure of himself that he considers no one a threat, and I think that plays into his personality, and I think it's very true. I think that he really does think that no one can really touch him, and that may in the long run be his downfall. Dan did offer to switch his alliance and, you know, stay loyal and true to his word to Jesse, and it kind of seems like Jesse is going to take him up on that, and so that's going to be an interesting relationship to watch. Definitely, for sure. Even though he did nominate Dan, apparently, you know, he is gunning for Steven. I haven't read the boards. I've been working all weekend, so I really haven't had time to see what's the newest, but I do know that Michelle won the veto, and she exercised the right not to use it, so the nominations are staying the same. So either one of the two is going to be gone, and one can only assume that it's going to be Steven if Jesse wants to keep Dan, which, you know, right now is what he's saying, and I'm fairly certain that he's going to talk his crew into that. He, when he did his nominations, you know, he told Steven that that he was disrespectful to him, and that, you know, he didn't come up to his HOH room. And see, that's one of the things that I've had issue with for years now. Sorry, the sprinklers just went on. I've had issues with, because, you know, if you're not true to yourself and you run up there just to kiss ass of the HOH, you know, that's why I don't think I could do really well in the Big Brother house, because, you know, you really have to make a lot of allowances, and you really have to pretend to be someone that you really aren't. I personally couldn't go up and kiss ass to someone who I personally could not, you know, get along with. Steven did say that he was asleep, and, you know, and he didn't know that everyone had gone up there, and then again disproving that he's not immature, said, yeah, well, it took you 24 hours to come up there. Who watches the clock and keeps tick and talk of everyone's comings and goings and makes sure that he writes it down? And the other thing is, he almost had like a temper tantrum I want Rennie out. I want Rennie out. I want to put Rennie up. I want to put Rennie up. It was all I could do to sit through tonight's episode, truly, you know. I can barely wait till he's off the block and the next person is up. And I can only hope that it's someone that is, you know, like Libra, you know, because she's really been showing herself lately in the house. And I have a feeling that she'll do what needs to be done. So anyway, until Tuesday evening or Wednesday, depending on how work goes, I'll see you then. Have a good evening. Bye.